morning. I'm going to do a nice stretch for you just to open up our bodies this morning. So come to mountain pose, Tadasana on your mat, lifting your toes, widening them, and then pressing them down into the floor. Taking your shoulders back and down, and just extending your arms down either side of your body. Gently closing over your eyes, and just tuck your chin slightly. So let's just bring our awareness to our breath, widening your fingers, and together we're going to take 3 deep inhales and exhales through our nose, drawing up through your pelvic floor muscles, taking that tummy back towards your spine, engaging through our core. So when you're ready, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So keep that nice rhythm through your breath. Come into extended Tadasana, reach until let's open up to the front of our bodies. Spreading your fingers, toning these muscles, drawing your shoulder blades back down your back. Deep breaths here. We're going to be here for 5 deep breaths. So as you breathe all the way down through your tummy, imagine drawing energy up through your legs so you're nice and grounded here, strong through both your feet, lengthening through your spine. Let's take another couple of breaths. Expanding these lungs one more time. Exhale. Okay, so we're going to come into Uttanasana, forward fold. So again, really grinding down to your feet. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive forwards to where you can reach. And if you're just opening up your body this morning, you might not get very far. Go where you can, hands here, ankles, feet to the floor, head in line with your spine, possibly taking yogic toe grip, drawing yourself forward. If you need to bend your knees slightly, that's absolutely fine. Just check your weight isn't towards your heels, you want it towards the middle of your feet. As you exhale, coming into this fold. Inhaling, coming halfway up. Exhale, folding once more, and then bending your knees, sweeping your arms up to chair pose, Utkatasana. So we're making a really lovely S shape with our body here. With your feet are hip width apart, trying to keep your knees parallel as well, so your knees are not knocking together. Standing up, and as you exhale, sitting down into that chair. Feeling that stretch through your hamstrings, through your back. Find a strong drishti point through your head. And if you want to go further in this posture, try taking a slight back bend, but be careful you don't overextend through that back. One more breath here. And down on inhale, sweeping up, coming back to Samasthiti. Stepping forwards with your right leg, a nice wide leg stance. We're going to come into warrior one. Bending into that front knee. So just check your back foot is at about a 45-degree angle. Knee above your ankle. Inhaling. Exhale. So 5 breaths, looking up towards your fingertips. And just check that your hips are square towards that front side of your mat. Pressing into the outside of your back foot. Strong warrior Virabhadrasana 1. On the exhale, coming into warrior 2, hips rotating towards the long side of your mat. Looking over that front middle finger, just check that your back arm is in line with your front. Keeping that strong bend into your front knee, again pressing into that back foot. Challenge yourself to 2 more breaths. Sweeping your arm up, coming into reverse warrior. And then inhaling back to centre. Let's exhale into extended side angle. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Let's do a few more rounds of this. So really moving with your breath. Your movement follows the breath. Filling your lungs, hands completely into your lungs. One more round. Straighten that leg, rotate your hips to the opposite side. Check your hips are squared as you come into warrior one on this side. So just finding your alignment before you exhale into that front bend. Reaching tall, make sure your shoulders are lowered down from your ears though. One more breath. Coming into warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Check your hips, rotated towards the left, long side of your mat. Feel that energy building up through your body as you breathe right down to your fingertips. Two more breaths. Coming into reverse warrior, and then inhaling back to warrior two. Exhaling away, extended side, warrior two. So moving with your breath. You may find that you have more flexibility on one side than the other. I do this morning. So reaching out from your shoulders. Lovely. One more. Coming back to centre. So we're going to take forward fold. So just check your toes are sitting in towards each other. Feet as wide apart as you can. So this is a lovely hip opener. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, folding from your hips. Bringing your hands down towards the floor. So you might want to adjust your feet here. So when you're halfway down, you're going to inhale to lengthen through your spine. And then exhaling, coming forward to where you can for 5 deep breaths. So taking your right hand onto the mat, going to extend your left arm up to the ceiling. So inhaling and exhaling here. Feeling that stretch in your inner thighs. And enjoying that twist through your back. Inhaling, coming halfway up. Exhale, take your hands to your hips. Inhale, coming all the way up. And then just walking your feet together. We're going to come into Vrksasana tree pose. So if you want to use something to balance, then you're very welcome to do that. You can use a wall, you can use whatever you've got around. Your chairs are quite good as long as they're secure. So grounding down to your right foot. Finding your tree here, here. Not on your kneecap, possibly above, on the inside of your thigh. With think about lengthening through that standing leg, keeping a lovely straight line through your body, relaxing your shoulders, and coming to your preferred tree. Muscle here, muscle here to give you more balance. Here, up here. And let's take some lovely deep breaths. So let's go for 5 breaths here. One more breath. Exhaling, changing sides straight away. Finding that stillness and that strength through your standing leg. Ooh, my balance is really off on this side today. Let's try again. Okay, so find your preferred tree. Focus point, breath, lengthening through the spine. One more breath. Exhaling to centre. So we're going to come into gate pose. So if you come down onto your right knee, extending out through your left. Okay? So just make sure that you've got enough support under that knee. If you feel that you need a cushion, then just take time to go and get one. So inhaling and exhaling, extending the arm up and over. So we're going to breathe into these muscles on the side of your body, looking up towards your top palm if you can, breathing into any tightness that you might feel. So don't forget to draw up through the pelvic floor, through the rectal muscles. Let's just engage through our root lock here. Inhaling, coming up, and then just carefully changing sides. Remember, there's never a rush. You just take your time when you're ready. Moving that arm up, so you're really feeling a stretch between your intercostal muscles. Just check that your top palm is facing down, and if you can, looking up towards that palm. One more breath. Coming back to centre. And then we're going to come into Navasana boat pose. So you have the option, as you know, of supporting the backs of your legs, coming into half boat, so your arms are parallel with your legs. And if you want to go into the full posture, extending through straight legs. So you're finding that balance point on your sitting point, on your sitting bones, and breathing here. Two more breaths. And crossing your legs. So just take a couple of nice deep breaths here. So we're going to come into side twist. So taking your right hand onto your left knee, taking your hand behind you. Inhale to lengthen, and exhaling, twisting over that left shoulder. Inhaling to centre, changing sides. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, journeying into this twist. Just check in with your breath, check it's flowing. If it feels a little bit ragged, you're going too far into this twist. So come out slightly, engage with your breath, and make sure it's equal, deep, flowing. Last breath. Inhaling, relaxing here, taking your legs in front of you. So we're going to come into Janu Sirsasana, so bending that right leg, taking it up to where it will reach up towards the inside thigh, pressing away through the heel of your extended foot. If you have a strap, you want to use one for support. You can put the strap around that foot. Inhaling. Exhaling, folding from the hips, taking your hands to where they will reach. Inhale, lengthen through that spine, keeping your head in line with your spine, drawing yourself forwards on your exhale. So you're looking towards your big toe, and see if you can engage through the muscles on that bent leg by pressing that knee down towards the floor. So you're breathing into the area between your shoulder blades, stretching that area, drawing yourself forwards. 2 more breaths. Coming up on an inhale, keeping your breath moving as you change sides. Sitting nice and tall, tummy button to spine, inhaling, exhale. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. So if you feel that tightness through your hamstrings, you can bend your knees slightly, that's always an option. You can also breathe into those tight muscles, so you're releasing toxins, taking that nourishing breath to areas where your body needs it. Inhaling, coming up to centre, and then I'm going to invite you to come into Shavasana, relaxation pose, and I'm going to leave you there. So coming down very slowly onto your back, hands facing up. Allow your feet to naturally roll out to the sides of your body. No two parts of your body should be touching, just remember that. So feeling all the contact points between the back of your mat and your back. Tuck your chin slightly towards your chest and lengthen through your spine. And I invite you to stay here for as long as you wish. So have a lovely Shavasana, and I shall speak to you again very soon. Thank you for your company. Namaste.